Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Monday, the 8th of December. The Police Minister is standing by his response to the McSkimming scandal and his timeline of events. Former Police Commissioner Andrew Coster has accepted responsibility for failures at the time and resigned his subsequent high-profile job. But this weekend, he claimed Minister Mark Mitchell and past Minister Chris Hipkins knew about Jevon McSkimming's affair earlier than they let on. Both reject the claim. Mitchell says it's nonsense.
Part of my role is protecting people against the power of the state when they butt up against it. This, to me, was a clear example of that. And I pushed as far and went as hard as I could.
The Prime Minister says he has faith that police will address issues with the formal warning system. It's been revealed thousands of warnings were issued without the correct protocol. They're used as an alternative to prosecution and can affect job prospects. A police review of 467 warnings found just 37% were compliant. Chris Luxon says the situation is sloppy, but Commissioner Richard Chambers is doing a good job addressing standards.
It's good that it's actually been talked about. It's good that it's out there. I just think process needs to be properly followed.
A stern message: violence against children will never be okay, as the Commissioner in charge announces an urgent campaign. Children's Commissioner Claire Ahmed says child homicide is a growing concern that can't be ignored. Tobias McIntosh is at the campaign launch in Wellington.
More than 250 people have gathered at Wellington's waterfront to mark the initiative and are signing up to a letter saying kids have the right to feel safe. The nationwide campaign's focused on preventing all forms of child maltreatment and address systemic issues leading to abuse.
Health New Zealand's got its deficit down to $947 million, well below the $1.1 billion it had budgeted for. Here's senior political reporter Azaria Howe.
Chief Executive Dr. Dale Bramley says in the agency's annual report, financial capability has been strengthened. Health NZ intends to be back living within its means around the 2026-27 financial year. It's aiming to reduce the deficit over the course of the 2025-26 year to $200 million.
A push for government funding to help schools and early childhood centres with the costs of removing asbestos-contaminated sand. Recall notices remain for the 14-piece sandcastle building set and make-your-own unicorn sand ornaments, although Kmart's cancelled its recall of 3 coloured products. The Ministry of Education says schools and centres will need to cover clean-up costs. Early Childhood Education NZ's Nikki Parsons says expenses will be high, with insurance unlikely to help.
Some of them have to repaint, recarpet and recurtain, or any kind of soft furnishings have to be removed, so that can cost like up to $400,000.
And concerns a proposed Netflix takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery will leave consumers worse off. To sport, Black Caps pace bowlers Matt Henry and Nathan Smith, along with spinner Mitchell Santner, will miss the rest of the Test series against the West Indies. Skier Alice Robinson's finished third at the latest round of competition at Mont Tremblant in Canada, behind Austria's Julia Scheib and Sweden's Sarah Hector. And an added time goal has rescued Brighton a point in a 1-1 English Premier League draw against West Ham. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace have scored a late winner to see off Fulham 2-1 at Craven Cottage. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.